This is my director's commentary for Atticus, and I'm going to be answering questions number 4, who would be the audience for your media product? And question number 5, how did you attract/address your audience? The scene to Atticus is Atticus just pinning on the information that he's found or stolen onto the corkboard. So it's quite slow pace, it's like establishing what's going on and that Atticus is trying to solve this murder, and I think that this is definitely more appealing to an older audience, as the younger audience wouldn't understand maybe what's going on and what the information he's pinning onto the board is, whereas an older audience, 18 to 40-year-olds, can understand that Atticus is trying to solve a murder and that he's doing this in his own time and really understand what's going on. Using Cold Case definitely is a lot of like a contextual reference to real crimes that happen and things that an older audience would definitely understand more. Moving on to the title sequence. So the point of a title sequence is to show to the audience the actors in it and who produced it. So for my title sequence I did purely time lapses, and I think time lapses are a really effective technique. They're so aesthetically pleasing, they're so simple to make, and they have a really big effect. But I think something that is different in mine is that I had Atticus placed in one of the scenes and the time's moving behind him, and this really shows Atticus's isolation in the world, and that he has no one to help him. And it really does just show Atticus's depression and his isolation from everyone else. This is something that an older audience would really understand, and that they would understand what's going on and that Atticus is alone. A younger audience wouldn't understand this, and I think this title sequence really makes it appealing and is really aesthetically pleasing to someone of an older audience who's more mature and understands about depression and Atticus's mental health. I decided to use water as a hint at what happens later in the series when you see Atticus's mum dead in the bath, and I think using the water there lets the audience associate any water they see later in the series with the bath, and given these horrific images of Atticus's mum in this bloody bath, definitely lets them associate any water they see with these images of her in the bath. So using the water in the opening sequence, as the opening sequence is something they see every single time they watch the episode. Every time they see the episode and watch the sequence, they see these images of water and they'll instantly think of Atticus's dead mum in the bath.